Alright, let's get power production underway. Now that I know that that's going to become an issue, I'm going to need to get that figured out. Copper is looking pretty good, which is good to see. I am going to need to actually swipe a whole bunch of this. I think I should swap over the actual copper bits for... Okay. I need a bunch of steel, and I need a bunch of... Yeah, steel is the big thing that I don't have right now. Which sucks, but isn't the end of the world. I'm gonna have to revamp this. Now that I have substations available to me, I can actually do a much larger radius much easier. So, let me go ahead and get that figured out. Thank you. Do I get more or less if I... No, no. I'll keep it from being flush. That way I can still... Yeah, no, you can see how much more effective substations are than just the shitty tier 2 power poles. Like, it's crazy. There'll be a little bit of overlap, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna run out of power tonight, but that's fine. Because I'm not... Well, maybe I won't. Because I'm not running the research. So maybe I'll be fine. Even if I'm not, that's really no big worry. Okay. So, generally speaking, everything should be pretty much full. Obviously, that's not connected, so I don't have to worry about that. That's full. Good. I like that. Grenades are also full. Super like that. How are the rockets doing? Rockets are full. Awesome. And this is still low on copper, so. $400 should be plenty. I think. Yeah, that should be plenty to at least get me to where I need it to be. How many is it per craft? 5. And it's 1 copper plate per battery. Yeah. So. Okay, yeah, there should at least be 100 worth of it in there. Oh, I forgot to fucking pop open chat. Okay, there we go. Why are you? I swear, Streamlabs, you gotta fix your shit. Game overlay does not stay where you put it. It's kind of wild. Okay. All right. It's daytime. Everything is charging. Very good. I'll have to swap out the substation up there as well. But that's really no big deal. Okay. There we go. All right. That takes care of that. Now to reorganize the combs. Yeah, that's... Yeesh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it like this. Okay. And at most I can do 3. Oh, because, yeah, that's only 2. That makes sense. We need more substations. The more I can get to those, the better off I'll be. Hopefully. What am I missing? Steel? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so I think at some point in time I'm absolutely gonna have to go ahead and just say fuck it and clean wipe the entire factory and restart production. Cause like I really am getting to that point, I think. Hmm. Yeah, there's no real way around that, unfortunately. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because it's going to be the same anyway, so... There we go. This should be more than enough to be capable of supporting me for a while. Like, even, like, if I just have it turn off during the night, that's fine. Because the amount of power that these alone are making is more than enough to be able to handle it during the day. Nope. No, that works. Okay. Nice solid 3x3 grid of substations and fucking solar panels. Hell yeah. We'll get another 3 set up, even though I'm probably not at the very least going to be making solar panels for a while. At the very least, they'll all be down and they'll all be in use. The good thing about it is that it'll A, take longer for the accumulators to kick on, and B, they'll charge faster. So it'll be faster for them to take off too. Alright. Now, how are the power stations coming along? Or, sorry, the accumulators. You got 12 of them. It's okay. Why is iron not making it down here? Eh? Oh, because the cogs are still going fucking wild. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to revamp the entire fucking thing at some point in time. I'm not looking forward to it because I am definitely hitting that point where the whole system is starting to bottleneck because of the way that this is set up. And I need to streamline everything so it's not quite a clusterfuck. And I think what I want to do is I want to get like a... Shit, I gotta go to the north. Hold on. Hold that thought. We gotta take a trip. But it is good to see that all of the science lines are completely full. Well, except for blue. But blue is to be expected. So... Alright, let me go ahead and turn that back on. Because I know my solar panels are capable of withstanding that kind of blow. Yeah, no. Absolutely. With no question, they are capable of withstanding that. That's honestly funny as hell. But once that's done, I have to revamp everything because this is a 3x3 furnace. Oh, I need more repairs. Okay. Hey. Oh. Alright. Let's head up to the north. We'll go take out those 3 worms, and then we'll go from there. I'm pretty sure the train's at the station down at home, so it might take a minute before it actually takes off. I don't know if the pollution reaching these 3 worms will trigger like a planet-wide aggression. Okay, good. That's them taken out. Let me actually explore over here a bit because pollution is reaching this. Oh, hello. Oh, no, fucking take that out. Okay, we're done. Okay, we've got a relatively small nest up there. Ooh, we got a coastline. Cool, cool, cool. Love that. I love coastlines. Be it a lake or otherwise, that's a choke point. Oh, shit. Hello. Would like to back up, please. Okay. That's unfortunate. I should be fine though, honestly. Like I can just pull items up and oh god, but it's gonna take me so fucking long to get there. Hopefully I can hold out. Fuck. I didn't even think about that. Just getting back is gonna be a fucking time sink. That, based on the coastline there, feels new. That's new. That's new. I need to take that out. Fuck. I didn't realize they were just gonna pop up like that. Well, I'm glad I took out those worms, because if that was the case, then that was probably a seed for it then. Fuck. I have to give this a wide berth. Unfortunately, I was in the middle of the encampment when I died, so that's great. Okay, there we go. Fuck that. If I don't have the ammo for it, put something there that I do have. Also, what is your fixation on fucking pistols? Stop. Okay. Now I gotta quickly run south because I gotta go take out that other nest that just popped up. And I have to take it out now because that is extremely close to pollution and I cannot have that. Oh no, my car. It's being damaged. Ah. This one should be easy enough. Okay, good. Alright. I know there's going to come a time where I'm going to be unable to properly remove all of them in time. But for right now, I like to think I'm doing a pretty bang-up fucking job. Honestly, one's probably plenty. Okay. I'm gonna real quickly take a trip around the nearby area and see if there's anything over here that I should be worried about. There's probably a couple fairly large encampments by now of bugs, but if I can take them out, then I should be fine. Thankfully, though, this is... Oh, wait. Wait, we got a coastline. And a rock. Awesome. So we got a forest barrier there. How large is the one? Okay, not very. I should be able to take this out. Okay, worm's dead. Switch to full auto. Now I just need support up front. Okay. Oh. Didn't see you there. Good. All right. Honestly, if I can get a map of the... Fuck, back up. Yeah, that's a sizable one. I should be able to take it out, though, if I approach from the south. Yeah, no, I should be fine to take it out on the south. Okay.
Good.
All right. As long as no more satellite nests pop up, I'll be fine, but that's the problem. Is that if they're popping up in areas nearby to me, then I'm going to have problems with it later. Thankfully, I know that pretty much most of the eastern side is clear. The west side is still a bit of an iffy thing, but that's fine. Yep, that's one I took out already. That was a large one I took out already. Damn. I want to see what this base looks like. Is that... no. Just in case they get close while I'm looking. Bunch of medium worms. I might be better off approaching from the north, because then I can take out a few of the nests, but I do think it would probably be better if I approached from the eastern side of it. Because then at the very least I would be able to accrue some, you know, decent workings, but... not of this size. Hold on, we'll be back. Because I got a whole bunch of ammo waiting for me back at the house. If I grab that, come back, clear it out, then I'll be better off. I don't need all of it, now that I have such a stockpile of it. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to chuck it into the car. Oh, I am going to the iron. Haha. Don't want to do that. I didn't realize it was that far north already. Okay. Is that dead? No, that's dry. Okay. That one's dead, though. Oh, well, I cut down a living one. Oops. Well, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Alright. Ah, wonderful. A new iron delivery's just arrived. So, thankfully, because of the system now, the iron is constant. It stays in a relatively steady rate, which is good. Alright. I'll grab the last few. Oh, hell yeah. Heavy ordnance online. Let's go. I should be more than capable of handling that nest now. Even in a prolonged assault, I should be fine. Right, this bit's completely disconnected. I forgot about that. You know what? Then I'll take the opportunity to explore this way a bit. Because I don't know that I... Never mind. I don't need to. I think what I ought to do is set up like a ocean base. And just build a bunch out there, but I don't know. Yeah, that works, whatever. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. Yep. Back up. Honestly, get a fifth one in here too. Pull the stockpile forward. Swap over to faster firing. There we go. Okay. That's taken care of. How's my munitions looking? Probably fine. I still have over 100 rockets, so no big deal there. Okay. Yeah, no, the missiles were honestly the greatest thing to pick up. They've been a huge help, especially for the worms, because I don't have to get anywhere near as close as I used to in order to actually take them out. Cool, 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 cool. Like that, like that. Keep that up. If I can clear out the entire continent of bugs, then I will. I'll get out and walk. That way I can navigate the trees. Okay. So there's a whole bunch down here I can explore, but for right now I don't need to. Oh, did a satellite nest just pop up? What the fuck? That was not there a moment ago. Okay. So for something of this size, 3 is optimal. Okay. that's cleared up. Oof, we got a bigger nest down below, too. Not great, but fine. The good news is that in doing this, it gives me more time to work on my pollution issue. As it stands right now, I'm doing okay, considering I've converted entirely to solar power, but I could be doing better in having electric furnaces because then I wouldn't be burning coal. However, that's not for a decent chunk of time because, well, yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure I should be getting close to getting that, shouldn't I? It's not under purple, is it? No. There's no way it's under purple. I don't know, actually. Huh. I think that's the worst part, because I genuinely don't know. I thought... Huh. Yeah, no, I should be getting electric furnaces soon. But... I don't know... Wait. I'm so dumb! It's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so that is drastically less pollution than what I am producing with one of these. Way less. So, if I can get my hands on them, then I'll be doing alright. Unfortunately, I'm well aware that it's not going to be the perfect one, but an electric furnace will give me far better flexibility, far more speed, because I can actually upgrade them and make them faster, meaning I won't need as many furnaces to keep my system going. But the downside that comes with it is that I have to basically completely revamp my entire system, and I'm going too far north. So, like, I have to keep it at a relatively steady pace. Alright, what is it going to take for me to make these? Not much. Unfortunately, it's a fucking 3x3. Which means iron needs to get completely fucking overhauled. Everything does. So, yeah, let me do that now. Because I'm going to need to do that. Be it now or later. So, you know what? Let me park this in here. Okay. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of them. Just gonna chuck them in there. Stone, at the very least, I can put down. Because I wouldn't mind moving faster around the base. Like, I'm not gonna be particularly picky about how it gets placed down. If it's a fucking shit show, it's a shit show. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. But, like, I just need to get rid of it. Not perfect, but it'll do. Alright. Now, rails. Rails are being produced en masse for the most part, so those can get chucked into there. These gotta drop into here for right now, and then the 4 steel boxes up here will be for everything else. Why do I have 22 military science on me? Hello? Alright, but I'll put all that stuff up there. Okay, so now it's reorganization time. Yeah, no, this whole thing needs to get revamped. I have to start with the iron and then just clear everything down here out. I'm not a fan of it, but it's gonna have to get done. So let me clear all these out. pump some points into that. That way I can use up some of the blue research and get that out of the way. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, clear up my inventory a wee bit. I think. Huh? Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, fuck, okay. That's already done. Then I guess I'll do the research speed. I didn't realize there was that much of a backlog. Wait. No, I see why. Never mind. There we go. Get a bit of the chemical research out of the way. Not what I wanted, but I'm glad I tanked that. Holy shit. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, red science is kind of dwindling quite a bit. That's fine. So, here's what I'll do. So the good news is that while I'm doing this, my pollution will be going way the fuck down because I'm producing much less. All of the heavy polluting machines will be offline for a while. And honestly, I can get rid of all these miners because I'm not going to need them. All things considered. Okay. Because I'll be upgrading to electric processing soon anyway, so that won't matter. Oh, wait, don't do that. That's the copper line. Actually, no. I'm gonna have to redo copper line anyway. Yeah, fuck it. I might as well redo everything then. I was gonna reserve it strictly for iron, but because of what I'm gonna have to do anyway, I'm gonna have to revamp copper as well. Oh, am I actually gonna finish the lab research speed? Oh shit. That'd be tight as hell. Should be. Yeah. Fucking awesome. Alright, so let me clear this batch out. Okay. I'm gonna switch over to substations. And I think I'm honestly just gonna get rid of this completely. Because I'm not getting enough out of it to make it worthwhile. It's helping to subsidize the amount of iron that I'm getting, which is great. That's great. I love that. That's fantastic and all. However, it's not going to help me if it's not, you know, actively giving me the amount that I need. So, we'll do that. I'll reorganize it to better produce iron, but for right now, it's going to have to stay like that. Honestly, my production, or my pollution production should be way the fuck down. Right? Oh, yeah, no, that's way the hell down. My power should be pretty minimal. Like, I'm producing significantly less than I was just 8 minutes ago. Which makes sense, because I'm gutting my entire system. But, ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Now that everything is cleaned up, honestly, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna start fresh. I'll upgrade all of these to the fast ones. That way there's no bottlenecks. The green science section, honestly, I think is doing just fine. Like, that bit I'm not worried about. Well, now that it's getting revamped, I might as well, honestly. Yeah. Fuck it, we're revamping everything. Oh. Finally ran into an inventory issue again. Okay. That's all set. God damn. Okay. I would like to use substations. For the sake of my sanity and further power management, I'm just going to use substations. They're much more effective, cover a much wider area, and honestly, far more worth it than these shitty ones. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Much better. Okay. So at 40% speed increase, they produce a little bit more pollution. Not terrible. Okay. But I do need more steel, so... Okay. So, I'll let that cook, collect more. I'll be able to place more substations and power more things with more stuff and other things. Honestly, power stations are fucking amazing. I think in every other playthrough I've done of this, I have not utilized them to the maximum effect that they could be. Like, I'm ashamed to admit. Okay, what are these? Wait. No. Hold on. I need to know now. Pretty much. Okay. Oil production will be offline for a while, but that's fine. Not worried about it. Yeah, I should probably fix up this one too, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it. Here we go. Yep, my pollution is rapidly declining because I am... Okay, good. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. I love that. I'll keep it this way for a little while. Let the pollution die down. That way everything can smooth out and I won't have to worry about it for a while. Oh, great. Oh, you know what? Start cooking up a bunch of these. Because I'm gonna need them. Honestly, you don't even need that. But I would like to make it faster, though. Okay. Oh, right, because that's not powered. Yep, that's not pulling items off. Oopsies. Yeah, I should probably resolve that before I do too much else. Okay. That's all set. Yeah, I just need to get power connected over here, and then I should be pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, that requires me to actually have power going, which is another thing that I haven't done yet. But I thankfully, the biggest thing that's weighing me down right now is steel production, which obviously is very limited because I'm revamping iron completely. Perfect. Means that this section is no longer needed. Oh, look at it. It's so much cleaner now. Oh, oh my god. Soon. Fucking soon. And that covers a vast majority of them, so those can go. And then with one more round of steel, I'll be capable of getting that one to go. Which, thankfully, it's just the coal line. It doesn't take much coal to get it there and back anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Okay. And then, yeah, I want to upgrade all of these before I forget. And I won't need this anymore because, well, I'm not using coal to smelt things. Okay. Perfect. Now I can do... Okay. Oh, wonderful. 104 accumulators? Hell yeah. Thankfully, these won't be too taxed, so I'm not too worried about it running out of power for tonight. Yeah, I can hold 2 more rows of them. Alright. Do not. I don't need you producing pollution right now, especially when it's on the decline. Stop. Okay. Yeah, the whole factory is getting a revamp. I need it. Chuck all the plastic in there for now. Okay. I've got 136,000 left there, 132,000 left there, but I'm getting a pretty chunky amount from the 10 million up here, which I still haven't fucking touched. Good. It's gonna be a while before I continue to grab at it again because, well, I'm not really doing anything with the iron right now. Outside of making steel for substations, but that's a different story. Yeah. Yeah, offshore pumps seem like they work even without power, so I'm not gonna worry about powering it if I don't need to. Alright. But now that I've got an actual grid, rather than some shitty little cavalcade of strung together hopes and dreams, well then, you know, should be good. Imagine. That's produced a pretty chunky amount, which is amazing. We like that. Now, what is the main missing factor? Steel. Of course it's steel. Love steel. Love steel. Alright, more steel. So yeah. Damn, even on its own. How much pollution am I producing right now? Like none. That's crazy. Yeah, because they're not running. Huh. Oil rigs are offline because the oil's full. Damn. Okay. How's pollution? The best it's ever looked? Holy shit. Okay. Awesome. The bit around here is slowly going to begin to expand again because I actually have production back online, but, I mean, all in all, it's not bad. Alright. Let me make one more of these just so I can fill in that gap. Okay. I've got a pretty decent amount of space to work with. Honestly, I might fill this in too just to get it evened out. I'm just going to do it. Alright. There we go. Yeah, so the accumulators are barely getting touched. I'm not even worried about not having the power that I need right now. So, I think what would be the smart thing to do is on top of the iron ore veins. No, because I can't. I need to make sure that I'm still producing iron here. So, let me try and get all this shit cleared out. Which, thankfully, shouldn't be too hard, all things considered. Okay. That should cover the vast majority of whatever the hell is going on here. That's good. All those are covered. That's covered. I'm not going to worry about whatever the hell's underneath here because that's not really going to be worth it in a while. That being said... no. No, I'd rather not. Alright. Make a whole bunch of those. I'll extend the iron line. That way I'm producing more iron, more steel at a faster rate. I'm going to have to do a similar thing to copper. Which, speaking of... Yeesh. Thankfully it stacks in hundreds. If I need to add more, I can. That's no big deal. Okay, now that that's all set, I need to expand irons production, because I know iron's going to be the biggest fucking draw out of all of them. Go ahead and drop another stack of the both in there. Alright. I could chuck speed 1 modules into each of these, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. It's no big deal. Okay. So, now that that's being done, I can do... this. Now that'll begin the production of iron gears. What's another iron product I need? I guess I could do iron sticks, because then I can just start mass producing... No, I wouldn't need it anyway. There'd be no point. Alright, never mind then. Guess we're going out without that. 257 rockets. Love that. Chuck them in here. Okay, yeah. Production's grown again. It's not quite as big as it was, but it's moving. Okay. Huh. It is you. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, iron gear production's all set. That's good to go. I think one set of them... I gotta think about how I'm gonna do this, because it's a whole thing to get this figured out. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Just send it down the line. And we'll go this way. I'll go out around the coal, just in case I happen to need it to do anything. Ooh, that's not actually doing anything. And then I can go underneath iron. Okay. So that's all set. That's good to go. Honestly, I might as well just do it like this. Spare myself the headache of getting everything merged together. Might be faster if I do the fast inserter. I'm not sure though. Okay. So, in order to do the production setup that I want to do, I need to just make a really long line of conveyor belts. I will worry about the details later. Jesus, over 1,000 coal and they stack at 50? What the hell happened there? Right, the grenades, yep. I remember now, never mind, haha. Okay, so yeah, no, that's producing perfectly fine. Okay, so... Shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to take it through here then. Okay. And I can just do a long arm grabber to get it to where it needs to go. Okay. Okay. I'll do the same thing over here. Oh, I'm out of belts. Let me go get more. Got plenty of them. Okay. Steel's being moved now. So then what I can do is... This is how I prefer to set up my factory when it's not a clusterfuck, because clusterfuck is just, I'm starting. Let me get shit, you know, figured out, set up, and do all that funny nonsense. And most of the time it is just nonsense. But when I get to this phase, when I'm actually starting to fucking build shit and put shit together, then this is the way I prefer to set it up. So... Copper needs to be reconvened to be double-sided. That way there's more throughput. But now what I can do is a long arm and a short arm. There we go. Three, 4, 5, 6 for red science. Okay. I don't think I actually have enough copper furnaces to do all this, but we're going to find out real quick. Nope, no I don't. Yeah, but it's pretty close. That'll work. Okay, so red and green shear belt. So what I'll do is I can send it back up through here. And then because they get put on the outside, it'll stay on the right side when it goes up. So let me go ahead and get those all dropped off. Okay. Okay. So now I need long-armed inserters to make copper wires. Those should get produced exceedingly fast. I would hope. And then what I can do is the same thing I did with the previous one. Actually, you know what? No. Fuck it. I'll have them go in two different directions. So one side's going to move back towards the line. The other one's going to go up and feed into the production of electronic circuits. These are going to need to be the fast inserters because there's so many of them when they're produced, and they're getting produced so quickly that it's going to need to be like that. That is keeping up perfectly. Good. Okay. Next step is to take fast inserters. We'll do that. this way I can begin the production of circuits. Now, as I'm sure you've no doubt surmised, that eventually I'll run into a point where I am incapable of making more. So I'm starting with the root, the basic stuff first, maximizing the crafting capacity that I have on them before then expanding into the larger capacity stuff where I won't have enough to do it, but by that point I should hopefully have enough to be able to make whatever the hell it is that I need to make in order to actually make more. If it sounds confusing, a big factory make big components. Really is just the story of it. Not that. Not that. Not that. That. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 of those and 1 of these. And that will be capable of handling anything that I throw at it like that. And again, I'm gonna do a splitting section. And you can kind of begin to see how this is going to shape up. Because I'm going to expand downward. That way, the water will be my wall. And I won't have to worry about pollution quite as much. And hopefully, I'll have everything organized in a way that'll make it so it's not a colossal pain. So, now what I need to do is I need to get things for the fucking inserters and the transport belts out of the way. Transport belts are simple. It's just iron plates and iron gears. They're easy enough to get to, thankfully. Now that I've actually organized things and made it a bit more substantial. Oh, hold on. Okay. Are you not making them out of... Yeah, no, you are. Okay, good. You know what? Let me do this. That way that'll begin to convert them into the higher tier. I might need to set up another one of those to hook onto it, but I mean, that's fine. I can do that relatively easily. I can do long arm inserted into there and then just do another one onto the belt and we're done. Okay. So now what I need to do is this. I want that to be accessible, so I'm going to have to do that. And then I can just do a long arm there. Can do another long arm here. And this will allow for the production of belts. Okay. Now that belts are being produced, I can go ahead and start looking into this, the inserter recipe, which is a gear, electric circuit, and an iron plate. All of them are relatively close by to each other, so that's not too big of a deal. I almost wonder if it would be worthwhile to do... no, I think I'll be fine with that. I don't need it to be absurdly fast. Are these bringing pollution? No. It's electric, so it shouldn't be producing pollution. At least I certainly fucking hope not. Alright, but then I need to do that. And I'll need to... no, I should be able to reach it, right? Oh, that's an interesting one. Alright, then I can do that to there. That way that can still gain access, but this... ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, then that one's gonna have to be done with the splitter then. There we go. Because I can't use inserters to reach across, so I have to then open up enough of a spot for everything else to be able to get through. We'll do that to close up the gap. Okay. Alright. Slowly but surely it's working through it. Awesome. Just dump them into there for now. Eventually I'll get rid of it, because it's kind of just a massive drain on cogs. But for right now, upgrading them is extremely helpful, so it's easier just to upgrade them now and worry about it later. So now that that's done, I need iron plates, iron cogs, and that. So yeah, I can just do a drop in from here to here. That way a long arm can grab it from there. And then a shorter one can grab it from there. And if I remember right, yep, that chooses that side. Okay. Good. Now this can begin production on inserters. How many is it? 1 to 1. Yeah, I can just do this. Okay. So now that both of those are done, I can send the can send the belts underneath the actual setup to the other side, and then have... no, I'll send it to the right side. That way it can more easily link up with red science and refill the line. Okay. So... it's going to be... that... I should be capable of, yeah, doing that. Oh, it didn't even change anything. Never mind. Haha. I want it on this side. There we go. This way it can all get delivered at the same time. It's not my favorite that I have to do it this way, but once my fucking production of actual cogs evens out and I'm no longer, you know, consuming 40 of them to make a singular item, I think I'll be alright. Though I do think I could do with 2 furnaces into one of these. That might honestly fix it. Downside is I don't really have a method of doing that. How then would I go about that? If I did 2 into 1. Because I'm gonna need a lot of these in the future anyway, so if I can get production to be better off, then I'd rather have that. Also, I do think it would be smart of me to have one of these over here, just to split it. Because this will be after the train empties, then it'll refill the rest. And then when the train arrives, this will cut down on pollution over here. No, I don't have the ability to do that. So yeah, I think I'd be better off just waiting it out, unfortunately. Because, like, I can chuck 100 of them in there, but that's not going to do me much good because it's going to immediately siphon it out. And now I have none. So, yeah. Definitely going to need to adjust to that, but honestly, all in all, it's not terrible, I suppose. I think I'll be okay without it for now. If I need more later, I'll just make them by hand. Because honestly, the 40 iron wheels is kind of wild to have to distribute. And I'm realizing now that my iron cog production is not great. So what I'm going to do is this. I need you to go all the way. There we go. Okay. So this will be another set of furnaces connected to that line. And I'll try and set it up to be every 2 furnaces is 1 thing. So, fuck, I can't do that. No. No, I couldn't squeeze one in there, unfortunately. So I would need to do 2 separate lines feeding into them in 2 separate areas. I'm gonna need way more fast inserters. How's my power look? Fine. I'm only consuming 5 megawatts. I'm not researching anything, so yeah, we're stable. Okay. So fast in, fast out. Okay. Good. Good, good. Now we're producing way more. Let me adjust for throughput. Good. Okay. That's a much better lineup then. It's not great, but once I get upgraded speed, that should be fine. Okay. Now that those are getting produced, I can go ahead and begin to move them over to here, whereby okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. logs are not getting delivered. Did I never? I never set that up. Oopsies. Maybe. There we go. Now we're good. All right. Now that that's all set, green science is running once more. I need to get blue science going again. Actually, no, I need to get fucking black science going again. Piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. Walls are already down here, so that's no big deal. Grenades and piercing rounds are a bit of a weirder one. Because I need to get coal over here. Coal... yeah, no, I don't have a lot of coal going on. So, you know what? Let me siphon off of this line. I'll bring it down through here and send it alongside that and then send it out here. Yeah, that'll work. It's not my favorite method of doing it, but whatever, man. I don't have all the components I'd like to for this, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna send it this way, and then down here, and then over here, then down here, where we go alongside this, then down past this and this. And there we go. Okay. The walls are a bit of a weird one. I think I'm just going to filter them off. Also, the throughput on that is absolute shit, but I don't really have much of a choice in that matter. Okay. There we go. Let me make a few more drills. That way. Okay. So gonna have to swap over to those. So I'm gonna send all of these underground because I'm going to need to readjust for that. There we go. You know what? No, that'll work. Because then I can sort it off that. Or no, coal's already over there. So I don't need to worry about that. I can sort iron off, though. And have it come over to here. Oh, I gotta send copper over, too. Shit. Okay, then, you know what? And have this follow along for a little bit until it can jump over here And then I can have it follow along this line here, where I can have it fed into here. Okay. Now I need to make a separate area for iron, but that's fine for now, because I don't need it right this second. Gonna need more belts though, that's for sure. You can tell how quickly I'm burning through them now that I'm actually organizing things. Okay. So, and the good news about this being here is that I'm going to need copper for the armor-piercing rounds anyway. So, honestly, it works out pretty good. Alright, so right side, filtering iron. Okay, now for military, we're going to go ahead and make those. Okay. And then in this one, we're going to be making grenades. Would it be smarter to go for this side? I don't know. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm pretty thoroughly burning through those, aren't I? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to transfer a lot of these drills up to that iron node. Actually, speaking of which... Yep. I figured that much would be happening. Unfortunately, that means that train's gonna be completely empty. It explains why I wasn't getting any deliveries. How's my pollution look? Fine. Yeah, now that everything's turned back on, pollution up there is suddenly skyrocketing. Makes sense. Considering it's been off this whole time, it's been gone. The good news is that at the very least I can bring up a bunch of the drills that I had down here working up to here. It's not a lot at the moment, but at the very least it's something. You know, that throughput needs to be better. Okay. Yeah, so I'll send it this way. That way it'll join this line, get sorted out, and then get added to that line in a much more efficient manner. 5 more drills just to make sure that it's moving faster. Miners are done. So now I can do this. Okay. Train's out. You know what? Before I forget, let me actually do the same thing I did with the other side and do a stockpile setup. That way they can continue to mine even when the train isn't here. And I can create a massive, massive stockpile of ore. That way that way dropping off will be much more efficient. I'll put it down here. That way it's a bit close to where it needs to be for actually getting it unloaded. Fuck, of course I'm missing the gears. I don't have enough iron to be able to do that. I do have that, and I do have iron ore around me, so I might as well go ahead and melt some. Okay. I'll need a second one. That way I can get that done. I have everything except for the iron gears, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah, what I can do is this. This way, a stockpile can get built up. And while it's gonna fucking suck for pollution, at the very least it'll be capable of giving me a lot more storage capacity, and unloading and loading it will be significantly faster. Hopefully. Because now all of the extra filling stuff is going to be dropped off in there. If all goes well, I should be able to have easier pickups and drop-offs. And I gotta be careful because I think this is going to be a really quick drop-off. No? I'm worried that I'm going to come through that little gap there and I'm just going to get blasted by the train. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Alright, iron production's completely frozen because everything is backed up. Good. Great problem to have. That's going to change, however, once I get military science up and running. So, yeah, I can just do it like this. This one's going to be a bit weird. You know what? No, that should be fine, because I can just do that, and that should work just fine. And for this one, yeah, no, it'd be smart to go through here, down through here. Oof. I don't have many options. Shit. I could send it through here, and then kind of adjust it for there, and then connect it through here. Yeah, that'll work. Again, not my favorite way of doing it, but if it works, I'm not going to change it. Unless it becomes incredibly inefficient, then by that point I'm going to have to, but... I don't wanna. Okay. Only 10 of those. That'll cover me for a little while. Thankfully, everything I now know is up to tier 2. So, crafting production's about as fast as it's going to get outside of upgrades. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need more substations. So, let's go ahead and make a few more of them. Okay. God, I love the fucking substations. They're great. They're amazing. I love them. Okay. So... this will be for military science, naturally. Now, of course, I'm going to need to speed these up. How is my power looking? Now that it's nighttime. I'm still not researching anything, so it shouldn't be too massive, but I am running a lot of crafters with... So I need to last about half a minute before production catches back up. It should lift up now. There it goes. Okay. Good. So I only produce about, or I only use about 0.7 gigajoules of energy during the night. And then it'll radically drop off because it's no longer being just by that. And then once they cross over, it begins to fill again. Good. Okay. I like the 3 megajoules versus 8.5 megajoules. Alright. So... yeah, for this one, I'm just going to drag it up through here. Send it this way. Then I can send it up through here. Now I need it to come in on the left side, which it won't be, unfortunately. But I should be able to sort that out with one of these. So I'll put priority left, and then just in case I happen to attach something on this side that will need to be not filtered, we'll do that. Okay. That should now only move. Shit, that's right. I fucked up. I fucked up. It's gonna be a lot of rounds. Okay. So, armor piercing rounds are steel plates and copper plates. Fuck. Well, it's a good thing that that's all right there. So... Okay. Okay. If I do it like that, that should be fine. Problem becomes, how do I get copper down there? Yeah, that's kind of the big issue right now. Shit. I might be fine if I do an underground there, have it pipe around here. It might be fine. Yeah. Alright. So, I'm gonna need to do... Maybe a stack inserter might be a bit better. Alright, so... I do that. Then do that. That gets the copper delivered to there, no problem. Now I need to get steel down here, which that's fine, that's easy enough. I just need to split steel off here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to do it that way. Okay. So now I can do that. Fuck, yeah, I don't want it to do that. Okay, then you know what? We'll do this instead. That way I can still get away with doing it this way. And single arm there. You are going to be producing producing the armor-piercing rounds that I need. And then how the hell am I going to get this to... You know what? I'll just swap what side grenades are on. Because I'm going to need to. Yeah, no, that doesn't help me at all. Fuck. Wait, nope. I can fix that. If I do that instead... Okay, that'll work. How the fuck do I get... Shit. You know what? Fuck the top one. And if I move this one down by one, we're good. There we go. Alright. Now that production on that's begun, these are producing at a decent enough rate that I can speed them all up. I am definitely going to need more iron though. So let me get another few of these up and running. Fuck, are you gonna have the distance to reach it? Pull this one up more. One should be enough, I think. I think I can fit... No, I can't fit 2 more furnaces in there. I can only fit 1. That's fine. So, once I do that, I can do... that, then pump it through there like that, and then add it to that line there. Awesome. Works for me. I'll do 2 of them there. I'm missing iron plates, naturally, because I can never have enough of them. Okay. There we go. Alright. And if iron production needs to be expanded any further, I can then do a separate line outside of the actual confines of the area, allowing me to then further increase production. But I think for right now I'll be doing okay because, well, the train's still like dropping off and that's still completely full. Honestly, I might do a second one just to have more storage to work with. But I think I'll be alright for now. Yeah, I think I'll be alright for now. I wouldn't mind another furnace, maybe here. And I can do... Shit, how would I do that? It would probably be... No, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, actually. That's a pretty fucking weird spot. If I do it there, I can do a long into a shorter one. Honestly, this doesn't need to be any more than one box or one stack. How does it react with a stack inserter working on it? That's another thing I want to test out. I want to see if that'll make it any different. Go ahead and make more of those. That way I have more of them available to me. Things are going quite well, I will say. Iron production's up. It's keeping pace. It's doing well. Just have that dropping off into there. Okay. Alright, so that's good. Military science production has managed to make its way up to there, I believe. However, it's not producing. Why? What seems to be the issue? Right. Fucking duh. Walls. Yeah. About that. That's gonna be a bit of a weird one. Actually, no. No, walls are easy. What the fuck? No. So, I'll do division here. Have it go underneath that. And that. And I'll just have it run down this side. Then I can do long arm inserters into here, and that should cover it. Pretty easily, in fact. Alright, now I'm gonna separate that real quick, just so I can do this without issue. Left side, priority, you're gonna be sorting out the walls. There you go. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, I don't even know that I necessarily need this to be here just yet. But I do need to keep the walls going, so, you know. Okay. That's now moving at a decent pace. That's now moving at a decent pace. God damn it. Why am I like this? Okay. So let me grab those. I'll head up here. Increase the speed that the walls are being produced. That should cover for that. Yep, military science is now flowing. Awesome. So now I need to get chemical science back up and running. Chemical science is a bit of a fucky one. Because I need to get it now all the way over there without any issue. That's the weird part. Oh, wait a minute. No. No, I can get it over there super easy, actually. It's a bit of a weird bit, but, I mean, if it gets it there, I'm not really going to say no. Okay. And then I can go pretty much underneath all this, right? Yeah. And then underneath that. And then we're out. Sweet. that covers that pretty nice and cleanly. Yeah, I should probably do a splitter for copper. And then I might build a pole. Oh, that is maxed. Shit. Nope, I can drop copper underneath steel. I don't like it, but that might be what I have to do. Or I can just have it snake back around and reclaim its spot, which honestly would probably be smarter. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay. So in order to make the advanced circuit, I need electronic circuits, copper cables, and plastic bars. Okay, so I just need to sort out the plastic from this side, send it back through to the other side, and then from there I can just transport them normally. Like, that shouldn't be that big of an issue, I don't think. So if I do that, I can then do that to get it across all this. And thankfully, because I was actually somewhat intelligent, planned ahead mysteriously and managed to get that sorted out. I should be able to do another filtered bit here. Filter to the left. You're filtering out plastic. Okay. Plastic is filtered. So now I can just send that across. And then because of the way that that's set up, I can just do that. Oh, I need more belts. But no, this looks way nicer than what I had previously. Like, already things are looking much nicer. Like, all the science is at, like... Oh, I don't have all the science to 60 piece. What the fuck? Huh? What am I... What? What am I doing? The fuck? No. Alright, let me get more belts. Give me that. Okay. 7 apiece there. 7 apiece up there. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And 5 down here because I'm not really doing much with military science right this second. Though I should probably do so soon. Pollution up there is getting kind of bad, but it's not much bigger than what's going on down here, though this one will grow faster than this one because this is more drills going on. That being said, I'm actually not producing all that much pollution right now, which is kind of nice. Will not lie. Not constantly having to worry about my pollution output is kind of nice. So, let me see. How much pollution am I making right now? Drills are still the #1 contributor behind the assembling machines, the electric furnaces, and the oil refineries to follow. And then, why the fuck am I still running 81s? No, that's not. Where the hell am I running steel furnaces? Right. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I can't exactly fix that, unfortunately. Because that's my source of wall. If I could get stone delivered, that'd be great, but the problem is that I don't wanna. This is just me being a fucking petty bitch at this point, but, like, I don't wanna fucking get that set up. I don't. It'll be helpful for me in the long run to get stone, you know, exported over to here and doing all that fun stuff, but, like, fuck, man, I don't wanna. Alright, so pretty much everything else is all set. I need to get iron plates over there. That's the big thing that I need to do. So... Oh. Oh, no, that's... Never mind, that's super easy. Oh, I'm missing underground belts. Well, shit. Oh, shit. Let me just, go ahead and make that slightly longer. Okay. That should keep me covered for at least, like, 2 minutes. There we go. Now accumulators will begin to be produced in large quantities again. Sulfuric acid's getting produced in large quantities again. Sulfur's doing good. Plastic is still being plastic. I'm not gonna fucking worry about that realistically. Everything else is doing fine. Yeah, I still need to get that chemical science going, so let me get the advanced circuitry going before I forget. I wouldn't mind stack inserters. I need long arm stack inserters is what I need. But I don't think those exist, do they? No, probably not. Fuck. Alright, well, that's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so I need more iron plates, which is probably going to be more of these. Holy shit, it's actually iron plates? What the fuck? That's not something that happens very often. 2, 3, 4 of those should be enough, I think. And then we're gonna obviously gonna need the long-armed inserters to be able to reach for the other stuff. Okay. You're going to be producing that. Okay. Alright. Now that that's done, you can sort of begin to see why I've begun to build the way that I have. Having quite literally every single resource that I've made so far directly next to me in a manner that makes it easier to get access to is far more helpful than whatever the hell it was that I was doing previously. That being said, now that that's operational again, what do I need to make? Oh, wait, really? Oh, that's stupid fuck it easy. Hold on. Let me get that up and running then. Need more of these, I guess. Ugh, no. I want to fucking craft them out. No. Stop. Stop. Alright. So give me... There we go. There we go. Missiles are now being produced continually. I am tempted to set up a separate system, like a separate network in the power lines to allow me to control whether or not military stuff is being produced or not. That's the bit of a weird one that I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to actually get done. Because on the one hand, if I do get it done, it'd be really helpful and I can, do whatever the hell it is that I need to do. On the other hand, it could very well just kind of handicap my entire system. That being said, I think it would be best if I do have that set up. How the fuck would I do that, though? I have no idea. Alright, give me 1 second. I shall be right back. Alright. I think once I get the chemical research back up and running again, that's where I'm going to end the stream. Because... oh, I've been going for 3 hours. Jesus. But no, with an entire factory revamp and a few nests taken out, I am well happy with the stream. Because iron production's fine. Like, it's actually running well. In fact, now that I've got red, green, and military science running, let me do increased firing speed and increased damage. We'll see how long it takes for it to research.
I think... No, I need chemical science back up and running before I can do that. Although... No, don't do that. Yeah, no. Don't do that yet. Because I need, like, double the amount of accumulators that I have before I can actually start to do that. Alright, so... that's all set. Have this also... splitting it. Okay. So, in order to do chemical science, I need engines, sulfur, and advanced circuits. Engines are pipes, steel, and iron gears. Right? Yeah. So, I would just need to get iron out, which I could do. Right? Because I'm pretty sure I can just do that. Oh yeah, no, this should be easy enough. Yep, look on. Wait. Pipes. And then the gears and steel. I said it was only going to last me 2 minutes. I really wish I was joking, but... Okay. Okay. And then... I'm going to need more. Go figure. Okay. I need a bunch of iron plates. Get those crafted out. How quickly do they craft? Every half second. Okay. So now that that's done, I can begin production of engines. Well, it's time for the good old-fashioned I need more substations game. Where the power network is great, but it needs to be greater. So, to compensate for what I will inevitably need later on, we're going to go ahead and expand the power network. Woo! That'll work. Okay. Now that that's all set, I need to make 3 more of those in total. There we go. You know what? Rather than chopping that tree down, we'll do it like this. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely reaching that point. Oh, right, because, yeah, yep. So, I would need it to get done back here. That way it actually does do it. Okay. But, I'm gonna need way more fucking underground belts. Like, that's the worst part, is I just do not have enough of them. Ha 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 ha. Oh no. Yeah, where are them accumulators at? I need them yesterday. Please. Oh, that's not enough. That is not enough, Chief. I'll do what I can with it, but yeah, no, that's not enough. No, we'll try and keep those two separate. Dead tree, dead tree, dead tree. Good. Huh? Oh. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. 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 Oh my god, it's capable of keeping pace. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Um. Yeah, no, I'm no longer producing solar panels. Oh shit. That is a problem. That is a very major problem. Thankfully, the problem should be resolved after I finish researching. Hopefully. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm aware I didn't put down all the accumulators. I don't think I'm going to fill the ones that I do have. Holy fuck, I'm just barely producing more than enough power. Oh no. Yikes. Yeah, no. Normally by now I'd be done with accumulating. Not great with the fact that I am not producing enough power to be able to, store power. Thankfully, it's largely because I'm researching a fuck ton. But, yeah, that's not great. Not great at all. But now that I've got engines up and running, I should be capable of just popping that across. Okay. Blue science is sulfur, advanced circuit, and engines. Okay. So I need to get sulfur over there as well, which means I'm going to need 2 more rounds of that, meaning I need more plates. Okay. Ah, power has been relieved. Oh god. Uh-oh. Fuck. So copper, steel, and electric circuits. Yeah, no, I need to, let's say very quickly, make more power happen. Because, yeah, come nightfall, I'm going to be very unhappy. Okay, bye. Yeah. That makes sense. I won't lie. Can't say I'm very happy about it, though. But you know how that goes. Okay. Sulfur. Engines and advanced circuits. I might as well do the bulk. Because... goodbye, power. Yep. Yeah. I need to get solar panels up and running. Because I am not producing enough power. Oh! Fuck, that's why. I didn't realize I had a second fucking power sink going on. Okay. Now that makes way more sense. Like, I was just about to say, there's no fucking way. So then for this, I need to send it over to here. Okay. Huh? Oh. Yeah, that's probably not great. Oh, power's back on at the very least. That's good. Hopefully once we reach... Please keep climbing. Okay, good. Good, good. Yep, yep. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, nah, solar panels need to happen. So, let me get that underway before I finish off doing blue science, because I did not realize I was that dire in need of getting power figured out. So in order to do that, I need copper plates, steel plates, and electronic circuits. Would it be worth to do a dive? Have it... I would need to push it back more, but I could do that. Do it like this, and then that, and then do it like that. That way I have enough room to free up space. Because I am absolutely going to need a bulk inserter for that. But I need more fucking gears. It's never enough gears. Okay. So that's all set. I need copper plates and steel beams. Unfortunately, those are fucking miles away. Holy hell. I think the entire line's gonna have to go down. Okay. That's good. Alright. Again, steel's throughput's really fucking weird. There we go. Okay. That's good. And then I need to do copper plates as well, meaning that iron needs to take a dive. steel might need to take one too, but I don't know if I can do that. I might be able to if I use all the space to my disposal. Like that. That doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't work, because now I'm cutting that off from where it needs to go, and I can't do that. Fuck. Then I'll do this instead. That way I can just do... No, that wouldn't work. Okay. Then, yeah, I'll just do that. And that gets that out without too much issue. I'm not looking forward to when I have to upgrade these, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh shit. Whoa. Um... Yeah, no, that's gonna have to wait. I do not have the ability to do that right this second. Actually, can I... Please tell me you have a bunch backed up. I would imagine you do, right? Nope, never mind. Because, right, it doesn't actually back up. It just produces enough to be there and then stops producing. Fuck. Alright. Let me get, at the very least, the blue science production up and running. Yeah, and then I can just send it underneath. Okay, need more iron plates. Probably need more gears and steel. Yep, glad I grabbed more gears. Thankfully, because I'm not consuming large quantities of fucking... Oh, God. No, I'm real close to maxing out that, though. You absolutely need to be sped up. I'm aware that I'm very rapidly approaching my current issue with power, but I don't really have much of a choice. I need to get these mass produced and out as quick as possible. Okay. Oh god, why is steel so slow? What is happening? I'm still only relying on 3. Fuck. That... Yeah, no, that's not... That's not good. Okay. We'll do this. That way I can do another couple of furnaces to keep the steel production at least close to what I need it to be, even though I'm sure it's still nowhere near what I want it to be. I might be able to squeeze in another furnace combo down here. So if I do it here, I can do a long arm inserter into there. And then do... Yeah, awesome. Alright. That should be better off now. I might be capable of surviving the night. Hopefully. It seems to have been pretty stable. Yeah, these are consuming upwards of 13 megajoules or megawatts. And I'm producing, I think, upwards of like 21. So I think I have a pretty decent gap still. But I would like to keep the production line moving smoothly. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, we got another 48. Honestly, for the amount that I have there, that's not a bad start. massively expand the production of solar power. That way I'm not dealing with any power issues anymore, hopefully. I don't know if it's going to be enough per se, but I guess we'll find out real quickly. I've added 40 of them, which should be plenty. Again, hopefully. There's a lot of hopefullys in this one, but I mean, that's really all I can do. And then obviously we want to add more. I'm up to 1.8 gigajoules, which is good. I can produce upwards of 24.7 megawatts, which, again, really good. I have 368 accumulators out. Oh my god. I will say the factory does look better than it ever has, so that's a plus. I've already got an additional 20 solar panels. The biggest thing that I have to worry about is definitely got to be the storage, which it seems like... Oh yeah, we got a decent amount of them. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need way more than that, actually. Oh, hold on, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Okay, so this is for chemical science. Yeah, that line. Huh? Well, no wonder. That makes all kinds of fucking sense then. Jeez. I might be able to do a split here, have it come down through here, and assemble it in here, in this area. Because I don't need it necessarily to go super far, and then inevitably when I get tier 3, which is probably going to require steel, I can pull that down and add it to the line and do whatever I need to do down here. Also still need to make that. Shit. Okay, wait a minute. No, I can work with that. So if I do this, I extend that all the way. Okay. Unfortunately, my steel production's kind of fucked right now, but I mean, it is what it is. Right now, I just need to get it over there. Once it's over there, then I'm not worried about it. Alright, and Blue Science is hooked up. Now that that's set up, yeah, I should have figured as much. Hey, nope, stop. Stop. Can I do it here? Yeah. So you're going to output specifically to the left all the Blue Science. Okay. That's now hooked up. And I definitely won't need to worry about it anymore. Right? Anyway. That's where I'm going to end the stream for now. Honestly, for a 3.5-ish, 4-hour stream, that was very productive. Took out a few nests, redid the entire base, got everything set back up, made it more streamlined. Gonna have to expand steel production, but outside of that, I think everything is going a-okay. Yeah, no, steel production needs to be brought up to snuff by quite a bit. But I can find ways to sort of finagle around with it and get all that sorted out. Anyway, that's been it for this one. Appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out, and hanging out with me. Yeah. I am really excited because my pollution is not nearly as bad as it was, although it seems to have returned to form. My power situation has been resolved, let's say. We seem to have some peaks and troughs, but it never drops below. That being said, I'll get all this figured out between streams because I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy, too wacky, too goofy. But yeah. That's for this one. See you folks next time.